The real reason Elvis and Priscilla Presley divorced. Although Priscilla Presley considers Elvis Presley the love of her life, their marriage didn't last and the couple separated 4 years before Elvis's death in 1977. So, why did Priscilla Presley call it quits on her marriage to the king of rock and roll despite calling him the love of her life? Well, it turns out their relationship was pretty complicated. Let's take a look. The first meeting. Priscilla and Elvis's first meeting was casual. Elvis was in the military at the time, while Priscilla was only 14 and getting started in high school. Being such a fan of Elvis, she couldn't believe that he wanted her there and felt completely out of place. Regardless, Priscilla reveals in her memoir that Elvis couldn't take his eyes off her all night. When he started performing for his guests, he kept trying to get Priscilla's attention. She shared, "I glanced up and saw Elvis trying to get my attention. The less response I showed, the more he began singing just for me. I couldn't believe that Elvis was trying to impress me. I felt like Cinderella," she added. Although Priscilla thought she'd never see the famous rock star again, he continued to invite her over to attend more parties. She was amazed that the famous man in the world wanted her, and the more she got to know Elvis, the more she grew to love him. The reason Elvis pursued Priscilla. It's shocking Elvis pursued a 14-year-old Priscilla. At the time, he was 24. While their relationship would sound alarm bells today, there was a pretty dark and unsettling reason why he pursued Priscilla so much. He disturbingly told his friend Rex Mansfield that Priscilla was young enough that he could train her in any way I want. And he did precisely that. Elvis told Priscilla what to wear, how to walk, and how to act. He would make her walk around the house with a book over her head to fix her posture. He'd force her to wear more makeup than she was comfortable with because he said he looked too plain without it. Elvis would get mad at Priscilla if she cut her hair without his permissions because men like long hair. If she'd wear clothes that had patterns or prints on them, he'd made her get rid of the outfits because they didn't suit her. If Priscilla's nail polish was the slightest bit chipped, Elvis would scold her for not being presentable enough. It got to the point where Priscilla said that she was Elvis's doll, his own living doll, to fashion as he pleased. If Priscilla wasn't wearing enough makeup, he'd blandly tell her to go upstairs and put some more on. Elvis told Priscilla, according to her memoir, "You need to apply more makeup around your eyes. Make them stand out more. They are too plain naturally. I like a lot of makeup. It defines your features." And to please the rock and roll singer, she'd never let him see her without layers of mascara. "I always had a little bit of makeup," she admits during her appearance on Loose Women. "He taught me everything," Priscilla reveals in her book, "how to dress, how to walk, how to apply makeup and wear my hair, how to behave, how to return love his way. Over the years, he became my father, husband, and very nearly God." It's clear Elvis was controlling of his wife and wanted her to act and look the way he wanted, and it's no surprise Priscilla wanted to be free. The real reason why Priscilla Presley divorced Elvis. Priscilla married Elvis when she was 21. Priscilla explains the marriage was difficult, saying, "It was difficult, especially moving to Graceland. He already had his inner circle and of course, they embraced me, but I never realized that that was it." Priscilla revealed her marriage to Elvis was boring, saying, "He didn't go out. He didn't like eating in restaurants because people would take pictures of him. We truly lived in a bubble. We would go roller skating. He would rent a park where we would ride roller coasters and go-karts. Being sheltered from others on her age took a toll on her. I didn't have my teenage years as a normal girl, obviously, so I had to adapt. I just kind of followed what he did. You lived his life. You honestly didn't have your own life," she explained. "You saw the movies he wanted to see. You listened to the music he listened to. You'd go to places he wanted to go. The times that he was touring is when I had a dance class I would go to break out a little bit. And started realizing then, gosh, relationships are a little bit different," she added. "I was with his friends and I was with the wives of his friends. They were pretty much chosen for me. I got along with them very well. It was lonely in that I didn't have any information on what was going on my age group. When she turned 27, she decided to move on." Priscilla revealed that she had to leave Elvis in order to find herself. "It was a journey. I never had therapy," she noted. "I didn't sign a check until I was 29 years old. Everything was there for me. As a woman, I didn't know who I was." She eventually moved on with her karate teacher Mike Stern. Elvis allegedly wanted Stern dead, but Priscilla said she believes it was just his temper talking and that he didn't actually do anything about it. When asked if Elvis was devastated when she left, she replied it was a shock. Even so, their divorce was incredibly amicable. When we were in the courtroom, we were holding hands before the judge. The judge said after, "I thought I was performing a marriage, not a divorce." The couple even left the courtroom hand in hand. It's clear Elvis knew he couldn't keep her tied to him for long and they separated amicably. Well, what are your thoughts on their relationship and marriage? Do let us know down below. Thanks for watching.